You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. State officials have advice for residents affected by the remnants of Hurricane Ida that struck the state on Wednesday. Our Julie Stefanovich has those details.
Many states battered by Hurricane Ida are in the process of recovery and cleanup, including Pennsylvania, which saw downpours and flooding throughout the state on Wednesday. The Wolf administration thanked all of the emergency personnel that worked throughout the difficult storm.
Local first responders, both volunteer and career, have tirelessly responded to numerous water rescue and flooding situations to rescue and evacuate those in need, open roads, clear debris, and restore utilities.
Ida caused damage to homes and businesses as well as infrastructure, leaving residents with many hardships as they recover from the aftermath.
This process has many pieces, but starts with meeting the immediate needs that individuals or families have for shelter, temporary housing, food, and security. Volunteer organizations such as the Red Cross, Salvation Army, religious organizations, and other voluntary organizations that are active in disasters are usually the organizations that work to meet those most critical needs first, but they can be supplemented by other programs. These programs are coordinated through your local emergency management office.
PEMA also has other advice for those who are impacted.
Other things you can do include contact your insurance company as soon as possible to discuss your coverage and begin your claims process. Take pictures of the damages you incurred for future reference and justification. Contact your credit card company or bank to report damaged, lost, or stolen cards. Save any receipts for items you purchased in support of your recovery. Identify items that you wish to save, and begin the cleaning process, which may include hiring a cleaning or restoration company.
As of yesterday, over 300 roads were closed statewide, including 16 major interstates and expressways.
We understand that closed roadways and other impacts from the storm can certainly be frustrating. But please know we're working diligently, but we ask for your patience over the next few days.
Also, if you plan on heading to a state park for the holiday weekend, be sure to check ahead as DCNR said that several had to be closed because of Ida. And for further assistance on the recovery process, visit ready.pa.gov or call the Disaster Distress Helpline at 1-800-985-5990. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
A Freeland man is expected to face charges after an August 7th fire call. Fire crews responded to 246 Center Street in the borough of Freeland for a culinary mishap in a first-floor apartment. An investigation revealed that the tenant, identified as Paul Park, tried to use the stove to heat up tea and caught a plastic bag on fire. He allegedly got annoyed by the noise from the smoke alarm and cut the wires. Charges of tampering with fire apparatus, criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct are pending against him. A woman from Wilkes-Barre has been sentenced yesterday for her role in a drug trafficking conspiracy. 32-year-old Danielle Moorer previously pled guilty to co-conspiracy with others to distribute more than 1 kilogram of heroin, which is equivalent to around 50,000 retail bags, between the years of 2015 and 2018. She also admitted to possessing firearms in connection to the drug activities. Federal agents seized around $100,000 from Moorer and her accomplice. She was sentenced to serve 127 months in prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release. A Schuylkill County animal shelter sustained damage to one of its buildings during Wednesday's storm. A tree fell onto the Hillside SPCA's small dog building in Pottsville. Fortunately, no animals were injured during the incident, but the shelter was closed on Thursday to begin repairs. If anyone would like to lend a hand to the shelter, they're being asked to give them a call or to message them on Facebook. A Draft budget plan reviewed by Hazleton City Authority Board members will not include a rate increase. Business manager Larry Patton gave the board an overview of an estimated $10.6 million spending plan for its water department that runs from April 1st through March 31st of 2022. While several big industrial projects are planned for the area, Patton said the authority won't realize revenue from water sales until the 2022-23 fiscal year. Debt payments are at $2.2 million, but could increase if the authority moves forward with the distribution system improvements within Hazleton, Hazel Township, and Park Place. Currently, authority board members took no action on the budget report. And continuing with the HCA, the authority will be hosting an electronics recycling event in conjunction with the City of Hazleton on September 18th. A strong turnout is expected at the event, taking place from 9 a.m. until 2 at the HCA's facilities located at 400 Arthur Gardner Parkway in Hazleton. It'll mirror drive-through initiatives from the past, and anyone participating will pay an initial fee per vehicle for any unwanted electronics, which could include game systems, wireless phones, laptops, computers, and televisions. During the last event 2 years ago, participants were also required to pay an additional fee if they were disposing of more than one television, but as of now, the fee schedule has yet to be released. DCNR Secretary Cindy Adams Dunn reminded those out on the trails about all the things they can do to stay safe this holiday weekend. Pennsylvania is home to 121 state parks, 2.2 million acres of forests, and 6,100 local parks. And with increases in visits during the pandemic, DCNR wants to give a healthy reminder to encourage safety and responsibility this Labor Day weekend to continue limiting the spread of COVID-19. Also, be aware, some state parks and forests have experienced damage from Tropical Depression Ida, which may impact the Labor Day activities. So you may want to check at the state park and forest web page before you head out, or call ahead of time before you go for the holiday weekend. And while we're on the subject of the outdoors, the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission wants to remind boaters to use added caution on the waterways this Labor Day weekend following the heavy rains brought by Ida. The PFBC is suggesting to refrain from entering high, fast-moving, and muddy waters that offer low visibility and can prevent operators from seeing obstacles such as large rocks, branches, and other debris. You're also advised to use caution while walking along stream banks and to keep children away during periods of high, fast-moving water. According to PFBC boating accident reports, roughly 80% of all boating fatalities occur annually because boaters were not wearing their life jackets. So if you're going out on the water, they ask you to please make sure everyone on board has one. Bloomsburg University received federal COVID-19 relief funding to benefit students affected by the pandemic. The funding would provide financial assistance in the form of block grants and special conditions awards to all students. BU received $10.7 million as part of the American Rescue Plan and Higher Education Emergency Relief Fund. The grants will range between $200 and $1,250, which can be used for anything students need for the cost of living at the school, as well as emergency costs that arise due to the coronavirus, tuition, food, housing, health care, or child care. Coming up on WYLN News, it is game day. Plus, Marty has the details on tonight's Bulldog-Comets matchup. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Charlie. I am 8, and the forecast for tomorrow is sunny.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
2020, it was certainly challenging, but now there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is certainly bright.
Enjoy our world-renowned water parks, classic resorts, breathtaking views, fabulous food. 2021 has arrived. We are back better than ever. Let's enjoy it. Find your enjoyment waiting at PoconoMountains.com.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Mazda, Greater Hazleton. Come check this out. It's the season of discovery. 2021 Mazda CX-30s, got them. 2021 Mazda CX-5s, got them too. 2021 Mazda CX-9, got them. 2021 Mazda CX-30 for 0.9% for 63 months. 2021 Mazda CX-5, 0.9% financing for 63 months. Blaze Alexander Mazda Greater Hazleton has inventory. Check them out at blazemazdahazelton.com.
State Representative Tara Toohill announced that the annual Senior Expo will be held this fall. The expo offers seniors the opportunity to learn more about services, activities, and information that's available to them throughout Luzerne, Columbia, and Wyoming counties. Exhibits feature healthcare professionals, state and local agencies, and various organizations that provide services to seniors. The expo taking place on Thursday, September 16th from 9 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. If you have been thinking about adopting a pet, well, there's no time like the present. So check out the SPCA of Luzerne County for all breeds, shapes, and sizes of pets. The shelter has some more furry friends for you to check out this week. Everyone meet D'Artagnan. He's a playful Rottie that was recently surrendered to the shelter. A little reserved at first, but warms up once you get to know him. He's a big lap dog who's looking for a family that'll give him all the lovin' he deserves. Up next is Mama. This young adult kitty is officially ready for a new home. She raised 5 rugrats and did a terrific job. She's lovable and gets along with other cats, but she may prefer to be your one and only, and after 5 kids of her own, why not? Call 570-825-4115 to come on down and check out these featured pets and, of course, many more. You may just meet your new best friend and give them a well-deserved forever home. Our WYLN sports crews already at Crispin Memorial, gearing up to bring you game number 2 of the 2021 high school football season. We kick off with some live Bulldog Comets action tonight at 7 for Berwick's home opener against Crestwood. Tune in for your Friday night filled with Marty Burns, Joe DeMelfi, and our WYLN sports crew bringing you the event, not just the highlights. Sponsored by Lehigh Valley Health Network, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner. And if you have no plans tonight, no problem. We'll cancel them even if you have some, because instead tune in for your weekly dose of Friday night football and all the live local action right here on WYLN TV. I'm sure your friends will be thrilled if you cancel your plans with them. But anyway, WYLN's all-time OT hero, Marty Burns, has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off season across our viewing area. So if you're ready, let's talk sports.
Welcome to Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by Blaze Alexander Family Dealership Hazleton. It's Game 2 of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedic and sports medicine partner. Game of the week here on WYLN. We get Coach DeMelfi one of many home games this year as we go for the home opener at Crispin Field in Berwick as the Bulldogs at 0-1, coming off a tough loss to Southern Columbia. Take on Crestwood. We got to see them last week. Had a tough home opener against Williamsport. They also come in 0-1. You got to expect both of these teams do not want to start this season 0-2. So you got to figure that there's going to be some high intensity in this game, expecting a big ball game. We wonder, we didn't see Caleb Benjamin in the second half of that game against Williamsport for the Comets. Where does he stand health-wise? Will we see him tonight? Or Ethan Shudak had a big second half running the football for Crestwood. And as we always know, Coach DeMelfi is going to say it again tonight. The biggest improvement that coaches always say is from week 1 to week 2. So let's see what happens tonight. Comets, Dogs, Crispin Field. What more could you ask for? I know Julia would say if you have plans, cancel them. Good advice. And then other good advice is let's get the rest of the news from Paula.
Coming up on Berwick's News Choice, your weekend review courtesy of our Julia Wiegand, plus leading the way into this week's final segment. Stay with us.
Hey, Dr. Alex here with another Feel Good Friday. Today we're talking about water, why you should drink it. Okay, so my patients, when I tell them to drink water, they'll tell me usually something like, I can't just drink plain water, I need to put something in it. That's not very good health habit right there. Not a very good health habit. Your body needs water, and straight water is the best way to take water. It's the highway in your body. It's what paves the roads. All the chemistry relies on it. All the transportation in your body relies on it. It's very important. The amount of water you should get every day is your weight in pounds cut in half into fluid ounces. That's how many you need every day. If you take less than that, try to get close. If you don't take water, it'll age you terribly. So please, drink plenty of water and feel good.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
Monday. More violence erupted in a neighborhood near Kabul's International Airport as evacuation efforts continued. Rockets and explosions shook the neighborhood early Monday morning, causing residents to flee the area. This follows a U.S. drone strike that blew up a vehicle carrying suicide bombers on Sunday. An Afghan official said 3 children died in the strike. 13 service members and 169 Afghans were killed last week in a suicide bombing just outside the airport, where over 100,000 people were airlifted from the region during the 2-week evacuation. The last of United States forces left Afghanistan late Monday, ending the 20-year occupation that began shortly after the al-Qaeda's attacks on 9/11 that cost over $2 trillion and took more than 170,000 lives, ultimately failing to defeat the Taliban. Tuesday. The Wolf administration will mandate masks in all K-12 schools across Pennsylvania after Labor Day. Starting Tuesday, September 7th, all students and staff in K-12 public schools, early learning programs, and child care providers must wear a mask while indoors. Acting Health Secretary Allison Beam signed the order under her authority provided by the Disease Prevention and Control Law. The order outlines situations where a mask must be worn, which does not apply to school sports or outdoor activities. Governor Wolf sent the letter just last week to legislative leaders, asking for collaboration on passing legislation that would mandate masks inside all PA schools. Wednesday. Our area saw rain, and more rain as a result of the remnants of Hurricane Ida, which classified as a Category 4 and slammed into the Gulf Coast Sunday evening. Governor Tom Wolf signed a proclamation of disaster emergency, and Pennsylvania National Guard members were on active duty to support rescue operations. According to the National Weather Service Wednesday, parts of the state were seeing 7 to 10 inches of rain and projected the Susquehanna River to crest Thursday night into Friday morning at or below minor flood stage levels. Though Bloomsburg held its ground along the river for the most part in Columbia County, the severe weather brought flash floods that led to road closures and even mandatory evacuations in Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties. Motorists can check current road conditions at 511pa.com by downloading the free 511pa app or by calling, you guessed it, 511. Home and business owners impacted by the storm can also log on to ready.pa.gov for further assistance. Thursday. A wrong-way driver caused a fatal head-on collision early Thursday morning along Interstate 80 in Luzerne County. According to state police, a man drove the wrong way for nearly 4 miles in the eastbound lane of the interstate in Sugarloaf Township. He crashed head-on into a FedEx delivery truck near mile marker 252 just before 5 a.m. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene, while the 2 inside the delivery truck were expected to be okay. The lane was restricted while crews cleared the scene of that early morning accident in Luzerne County. Friday. A Freeland man is expected to face charges after an August 7th fire call. Fire crews responded to 246 Center Street in the borough for a culinary mishap in a first-floor apartment. An investigation revealed that the tenant, identified as Paul Park, tried to use the stove to heat up tea and caught a plastic bag on fire. He allegedly got annoyed by the noise from the smoke alarm and cut the wires. Charges of tampering with fire apparatus, criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct are pending against him. That's it for your week in review, here on Wyln News.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call Wyln News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@wylntv.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. Wyln, we're your local network.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the healthcare you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Dr. Amara Bassi is leading the way to wrap up this week's series.
And welcome back to this week's final segment of Leading the Way with Dr. Amara Bassi. So looking towards the future, whether it's for yourself, for the department, what do you see coming up, anything you know of coming up, and just tell us about what you're looking forward to.
So you want secrets? Well, one thing I learned is life is a journey.
Yeah.
So there's, any plan is, the only plan is no plan.
Yeah.
Okay. But some things so for my life, that's the plan I live by.
There we go.
But for professionally, I think right now what's going on is myself and Dr. Gavio and Dr. Portnova are located at the Health and Wellness Center. Our orthopedic providers, Dr. Nena, who's our hand surgeon, Dr. Mead, joint replacement for knees, Dr. Samouj, joint replacement for mostly hips, and Dr. Nena and Dr. Martinez and Dr. Lisa O'Brien are both sports medicine orthopedic providers. Dr. Palermo, chiropractic, Dr. Schwartz, podiatry, Dr. Neustadt, podiatrist, and Dr. Canlis will be coming in January at that site also, and are all located at the Station Circle location. So our goal in the next couple of months, is to come up with an integrated plan as to how we can become all consolidate together at one site. So I think that is our goal in the next couple of months, is what that plan will look like, and then obviously executing that plan, hopefully over the next 18 months to 2 years, depending on how long that will take. And I think that's going to come for people from Hazleton. I think that's going to come into play into a longer term, larger scale ambulatory care strategy. So I think in the past, people from Hazleton have heard about our ambulatory care plan, where we were having building different buildings to increase our volume of ambulatory care and services and office space. So there's a lot of different pieces that are kind of relying on us, actually. And so there's going to be a lot of moving parts that are going to happen over the next, hopefully, 2 years, maybe a little bit longer, to get construction done, to get us really up to date with respect to office space, and bring in all of these other providers together and get these different service lines really lined up. So I think it's really exciting. It's a very, very exciting time, truly, for Lehigh Valley and for our musculoskeletal service line.
Sounds amazing. Everything sounds great, and I can't wait to report on that kind of stuff.
Sure, yeah.
As it comes
we'll
out.
We'll to do another one.
Oh, absolutely.
At that time. Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll have a reunion.
Yeah, that sounds great.
There we go.
I'm in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us this week. And an even bigger thank you to Dr. Amara Bassi. Thank you for coming on and talking with us.
It's a pleasure.
Folks, have a great weekend, everyone. Best of luck. Best of life. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.